Hi, so this modification adaptation lesson plan is for a post-concert essay, and I assign post-concert essays at the end of our two big concerts each year. And this particular assignment I created for a student who had Asperger's in one of my choirs. So I assigned the essay because it's in alignment with our national standards, helping them to become good concert audience members and engaging in listening when they're not just performing. So for the modality of size, we have 7 choirs in our program. And so instead of having to write about all 7 choirs, this particular student only had to write about 2 choirs. So instead of having 7 paragraphs to write in the essay, they only had 2. And then size and color for the modality. We get the program ahead of time and we go over in class to talk about kind of the roadmap of how the concert's going to go. So with this particular student, I highlighted how the concert was going to go for them. The pink are things that they're not involved in and they're just going to happen, so they know that that happens there. And then yellow would be a choir that they have to listen to and eventually write their essay on. So the yellow draws their attention to that. And then when we turn the page, they see another pink thing highlighted that they know they're not a part of. Then down here in green, this is the choir that they're actually going to perform in, this particular student. And then pink was again something that was happening that they weren't involved in and they didn't have to write about, but they should still, they know to listen, but they're not going to have to write about. And then here's the second choir highlighted in yellow that they would have to write about. And then continuing on through the program, things highlighted in pink that they are not involved in, oh, and that's the end of it, that they're not involved in and they won't have to write about, but it's still part of the concert that is going to happen for them. With pacing, they receive extra time to complete the assignment and they leave the classroom and go with a para to another classroom to write the assignment. And several things happen at that point. I meet with them and we create a word bank that they can draw from when they're trying to write the essay. And we talk about dynamics, emotions, tempo, vocal tone. And for this particular student, I had her only listening to soprano and alto because the 2 choirs she had to write about were women's choruses. So that also lessened the amount that she had to listen to and changed the modality. And did she hear any instruments? Was it piano accompanied or a cappella? So that's the word bank that she used. Also with the para, to change the modality, the first thing we did was we asked her questions about the concert and she recorded herself, so that way when she went to go back and write the essay, she listened to the recording of herself answering the questions about the concert. So again, to go over the 4 changes in modality for this particular assignment. Less choirs to listen to, 2 instead of 7, so less to write about. And she was only listening to women's choruses, so not listening for tenor and bass. The highlighting in the program, what to listen to. And then the word bank, and also recording herself as like an interview and then listening to that to create the essay. I also graded this particular student with a different rubric. Instead of out of 100, I graded it out of 3 points. So this is the rubric that I used to grade these particular essays on.